welcome back to Select Start. I'm Dio.
And I'm Jay.
And we are actually in the month of October already, as far as the games of 2016 go. So we're going to continue this conversation because there's a lot of games still on the list. And we don't want to take up too much of you guys' time talking about games of 2016. You guys have probably played most of them. Here's a game that, again, suffered from the fact that it tried to do too much. Mafia 3.
You kept on telling me defending it, it's a great
game. It is a great game. Here's the problem. It tried to do too much in the sense that it went open world when it didn't have to. If you took Mafia 3 and just made it a little more linear in terms of its storytelling and pacing, like let's say Uncharted 4, in the sense that there's a set level and you progress through the level. In the same way that, let's say, Gears of War, there's a set level and you progress through the level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's that forward sort of feel to the gameplay. It works beautifully. The shooting mechanics are fun. The stealth mechanics are fun. What killed the game for a lot of people is the decision to make it open world when it didn't have anything else to fill that open world with. So what the game ended up becoming, it's again going back to that argument that I had, well, not argument with you, but the argument against going open world unless you have something to fill it with. Exactly. That I had earlier.
Yeah, we had that argument.
Mafia 3 suffers from that syndrome because what happens? Okay, you have amazing cinematics, amazing story, great animation. The game looks downright beautiful at times.
But it's empty.
But it's empty, exactly. The game basically becomes the fetch mission, or the go to this area syndrome that Assassin's Creed turns a lot of people off to, and Far Cry started to do too much, where you zoom out of the map and it looks like there's a lot of stuff to do, because it looks like it's full of like points of interest, but what's at those points of interest is the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Mafia 3 did that, where there was a ton of places to go, but what you ended up doing at those locations was exactly the same thing over and over again. Steal this car, sneak into this area, kill the enemies that are in the area, and get away. Go to this area, collect the collectible, kill all the enemies around, and go away. So there wasn't enough variety to keep you interested in the world like Grand Theft Auto 5 or Skyrim,
You can't compare.
Where those games are open world, but when you're exploring that world, you are actually exploring that world. There are things to do. It's populated, and it's full, it's vibrant, and you don't get that same feeling with games like The Division, with games like Destiny, with games like Mafia, where the repetition tends to kick in. So I think it could have definitely benefited from a stronger, more focused level design, but from a narrative standpoint, one of the funnest games I've had to play all year. I loved the setting. I loved the character. I loved the dialogue. I loved the cinematics. I loved the cars. I loved the world. There was a lot there to enjoy. And I still go back from time to time because they are not patching in, but there is some DLC with the DLC pass where it gives you new guns to sort of play around with. But would I recommend it at full price? Personally, not really. I would probably wait till it's, let's say, $40. $40 is a good price point, I would think, for the game, which I think it's pretty much dropped down to at this point. Here we go. Gears of War 4 came out. I don't know. I'm just not as into the Gears of War as everybody else is. I think what killed it for me was the mechanic that's been too overused of get behind chest high cover and shoot from cover. Run to the next chest high cover, shoot from cover. Moving on, WWE 2K17.
Amazing. So much fun.
So much fun.
If you guys are wrestling fans and you have friends that are wrestling fans and you guys were kids and you used to jump around your mattresses and think you're Hulk Hogan and stuff, play this game.
Oh,
put your face on the
absolutely.
wrestler. Kick each other's ass. That's what it's all about. And
It's so much fun. It really, really is. And if you're a huge wrestling fan like me, I would say the DLCs, some of it is worth it, some of it necessarily isn't. But I'm a huge mark. I love this game. It's really well done. They've improved on the mechanics. It feels great. Is it that old school THQ N64 era wrestling? No. Let's be honest though, we've evolved beyond that.
Yeah, we did. But the thing is, it brings that feeling back that you are in control of what your players are going to be doing. You know, you can play out your scenarios. You have a lot of fun.
It's the ultimate party game as far as I'm concerned with me and my friends because we're all wrestling marks.
That's it. It's like one of those Mario Party games.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's Mario Party for wrestling fans. If you're even a remote wrestling fan, you make yourself, you play your characters. It has a ton of old school guys in there. It's really real well done.
Yeah,
I give them props.
You're kicking back. You're having some beers with your friends. You know, you want to kick their ass? Bring it on. It's lots of fun.
Here's something that came out this year: the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
Again,
Good things.
nothing but good things. It's the cheapest of the VR sets right now. Probably the most accessible. Would I buy one? A little expensive. Even for my blood, like even though it's the cheapest of them all, it's a little expensive, and quite frankly, there needs to be more games out on all of the virtual consoles before I even consider buying one of them.
But like I said, you know, I had an idea, and they should do it, is if you could remotely have the screen onto your cell phone and you just buy a Google Box, and for any game, PC or console, and that would be like a VR headset. And I'm sure they have the capabilities of doing it. It's just not the fault.
Well, here's the thing. I think what people are trying to make is the HD VR reality as opposed to just, here's a phone 3 inches from your face VR. Like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough about Google Cardboard, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know.
I've never tried any of them. Just
I think the big thing for me is the fact that a lot of the games right now feel and look more like tech demos. I need more actual games.
That's it.
Let's see here. Going down the list some more. We got. Oh, here's a slew of games right now that I'm about to rattle off. Battlefield 1.
Oh my god. This is a game I wanted to play this year. A lot of good stuff.
This game looks amazing. I'm sure it plays amazing. The issue that I have with it...
You're just not into it.
No. It's not even that. It's... I cannot play online shooters for the most part.
Oh,
for the most part.
I
Overwatch is the exception to the rule, and that has a lot to do with the art style and the design of that game.
And the way that they don't make you feel guilty if you didn't, make as many points as everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what I think is
Oh,
great
definitely.
about Overwatch.
But Battlefield 1, it's the type of game where I know I would want to be good at it. And getting killed 40 times in a row because I'm the noob in Battlefield doesn't appeal to me.
Well, you played the Star Wars Battlefield. What did you think of it?
I did not like it.
Really? You didn't like what it looked like, what it felt like?
It looked and sounded amazing. But the problem that I had with it is exactly what I have with Battlefield and Call of Duty and most online shooters. I would go into it, I would start to play, and I would get my ass kicked so badly that I wouldn't want to play anymore. It lost its fun. You know, I don't care how cool it is to shoot a laser beam and go pew pew Star Wars if the game basically goes like this. Pew pew damn it. Damn it. And that's what a lot of first-person shooters end up becoming for me. But Overwatch is different because it's not a straight-up shooter. You have different roles, different classes. It feels like a Pixar movie. It's bouncy, it's fun, Like, everything about Overwatch overcomes my inability to sometimes play as a shooter mechanic, and there are certain characters I'm better at because they're not shooters in the traditional sense. Like, I'm not going to go into Overwatch and play as a sniper because I'm a bad sniper. But give me Reinhardt, a guy with a shield that's super tough, that's basically just like running into battle protecting his teammates. I could do that. I could be a good healer from the rear, like coming in, healing guys at crucial moments, making sure that they're not taking damage, debuffing other guys, buffing, like, you know what I mean? There's enough mechanics there in Overwatch, similar to, let's say, a Team Fortress type game, where there's balances and counterbalances, whereas Battlefield 1, Call of Duty, Halo even sometimes.
Oh, I looked
There's a lot of that Twitch reaction gameplay that I just can't get past.
Yeah, I just, like, anyways, we'll get to that. We'll talk about it.
Here's one more game that I definitely have got to let you play. Civilization 6.
Yes.
Oh my god, when I said this year was great for strategy games, first XCOM 2, Total War, Warhammer, and Civilization 6. They took Civilization and just brought it to a whole other level. I cannot describe how happy I am with this game, except to say, go buy it. Go buy it, buy the DLC, buy all of it. It is amazing.
You go buy now.
You buy now, yes? And we'll look at the last few games of 2016 next time on Select Start. What do you think, Jay?
All right. Till next time.